This tour, I wanted to do crowd work in a different way because every time I do shows on the road, I love doing crowd work, but as you can probably see, I only end up talking to the people in the front because everyone else is too far back and it's too hard to hear them. And you can only go so deep with these questions because, you know, people don't want to yell in front of 3,000 people, which is so fair, which is why I had you guys texting in answers to questions. And we are going to read through some of them now. So I'm going to bring back Sophie Buttle to the stage. Sophie Buttle, everyone. And I had an idea that every city we went to, I wanted to like go to a thrift store and find cool chairs to do this segment in. And we went to Buffalo Reuse, I think it was. And fuck it, if we didn't find the perfect thing for the whole tour. Can we bring out the pew, please? This one says, they grew up in church. As the years have gone by, I've realized that I do still believe that God exists, but I really don't like him, and I don't want to worship someone like him. It's been 7 years this month since I left, and I still believe I'm going to hell. I just try not to think about it anymore.
He's real and he's an asshole.
No, he's up there. I just think he sucks. The worst thing about having kids is when your 5-year-old daughter wakes you up yelling, "Daddy, what's this?" as she waves a huge pink dildo in your face. That, like, makes me want to have kids.
Yeah, because, like, Daddy, what is this? I didn't grow up religious. I can say anything.
This is what freedom looks like. This one's just nice. A genuine prayer that I still use from time to time. Make it good. Let it give me an experience I've never had. Insights to a fresh truth. Let me laugh at something I never found funny. Let me be moved by something that's never touched me before. Let me see the world in a brand new way. Isn't that so nice? Oh wait, and then they sent a dick pic. No. Queer Awakening, the animated Anastasia movie.
Yes. I like that little bat thing.
You like...
You know what I mean? I liked his webbing. It's cute.
We're like, who did you like in who was sexy to you in Anastasia? Was it Dimitri or Anastasia? I like the little bat thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a coming out story. I came out publicly at 16 after being outed by my father and listening to We Can't Stop by Miley Cyrus on repeat.
But also, were you outed by your father, or was your dad just like, you're gay? Because I feel like that's just something dads say to you sometimes.
Yeah. Were you outed by your father, or did your dad actually pay attention to you? Because these are two people who have daddy issues. We're like, your dad outed you? I fucking wish. Fucking wish. I know. Oh, here's a good one. I'm demisexual, but my parents don't know because I'm scared to bring someone home who isn't a man. My mom asked me once if I was a lesbian because she's been afraid that I would be since before I even realized I was queer. She told me, with terror in her eyes, that she imagines that I'm having 12-person lesbian orgies out there somewhere. And then they wrote, in Arkansas, LOL.
Taylor, I guess we're going to Arkansas.
I guess we're going to Arkansas. I told her I was not a lesbian, but internally I was thinking, girl, if you know where these 12-person lesbian orgies are taking place, hook me up. Fuck, that's amazing. Oh my God. Okay, this is a great one. I came out as queer at 22, and Black Swan had me leaving the theater saying to a friend, that movie made me want to make out with Mila Kunis, to which my straight friend said, really? That made me want to do ballet. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, it's so good. This was cute. Who was your queer awakening? Mine was my partner, who I married today. Who got married today? Our Are they still here?
What if they left? Who got married today? They're quiet. They left.
Or they're fucking.
Oh, I hope they're fucking.
I hope
Or
they're
somebody texted them from the show and was like, send an answer. No, do you not want to talk? It's okay. You can stay quiet, but who wrote this? No, shh, be quiet. Shh. Who wrote this? Yay! Oh my God, Matt! Is it Matt? Wave your hand, Matt. Where are you? Wave it really high. Oh, up there. Oh my God, congratulations! You got married today? Today you got married. This afternoon you got married. And you're here? No, I mean, look, I think I'm talented. I don't think I'm like, start your honeymoon here talented. That's amazing. Are you going on a honeymoon? Next year. Okay. That's
Like
how everyone's doing it.
for our honeymoon, we're gonna see Sebastian Maniscalco.
This person just said, I stopped being religious because it's a whole fucking thing and I've got a pretty packed schedule. Which, like, honestly, same.
I actually have thought about that before, because it's like, what if you have like a job at a restaurant and they need you to work on Sunday? You just can't be religious?
Yeah, that's how I got out of church growing up, is I got a job in food service and they're like, I guess you can't go to church anymore. And I'm like, it's brunch rush.
They're the only people that would hire me.
The only people that would hire me. I do love that. It's like, look, if you're still going to church, you need to work harder.
Get a job. Nobody
Get a
wants to work anymore,
job.
at least the church.
Okay, this is a good one. I realized I was queer when someone told me it wasn't normal to know who the hottest Jonas brother was. I feel like we all know who the hottest Jonas brother is. Is that gay to know that?
I assume a man wrote that.
Yes. Oh, that makes sense.
But she's so pretty. Am I right, everybody? Wow.
I was like, there's no way there's a man at my show
A timeless beauty.
participating. Who do you think the hottest Jonas brother is?
Well, we disagree on this.
We disagree on this.
We do.
I think it's Joe.
I think it's Nick.
The crowd is split. Clap if you think it's Joe. All right. Clap if you think it's Nick.
Really?
Clap if you think it's Kevin. You're trying to be louder than the other ones, but you're not. We all love Kevin. Kevin's great. Kevin's
Sweet
the
Kevin.
mature.
Sweet
Kevin's the
Kevin.
mature choice, and he should be, but he's not. Do you want kids? I want kids, hoping to have them with my boyfriend sitting next to me at tonight's show. There's a guy in here who has no fucking idea that there are holes in all his condoms. I don't even want to know who wrote this. I just want us all to sit here and wonder, is it my girlfriend? It's tense in here, I love it. This one is Queer Awakening. I went to see the new Mean Girls movie starring Renee Rapp. Hell yeah. And then they wrote, also, can we give a shout out to my ex-fiance in the balcony? If you're Isabella's ex-fiance, what's up?
You could have been sat on the floor, bitch.
You fucked up! I told my mom I was glad I had therapy the other night because I was super stressed. I have bad anxiety. And she replied, pray. Don't underestimate the power of prayer. I brought her with me tonight, and this is going to be really fun for me. Again, you can stay quiet if you want. Is that person here? Yeah? Oh my God, is this your mom? Did you have fun? God, thank God. Every guy I've ever dated has told me I have trust issues, which is something liars say when you're onto them. You have trust issues, babe. You have a hot coworker and a locked phone, so. I have trust issues, but I earned them, okay? I absolutely earned them. Like, I got cheated on in college. My college boyfriend was sleeping with sex workers behind my back, or prostitutes if you're old and don't know that word's not okay to use anymore. Sometimes older crowd members can get confused because they're like, what is a sex worker? Is that what my granddaughter does on Instagram? And you're like, no. She's just hot. That's a FabFitFun box. That's a different thing. Your granddaughter doesn't, that's not a job. That's not real. You can't say prostitute anymore. Calling a sex worker a prostitute is like calling a comedian a clown. You're not technically wrong, but you are a fucking asshole. So. But I told my therapist I got cheated on like this, and she didn't say what I wanted her to say, which was, poor baby sweetie, this session is free. Instead, she goes, well, you might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I was like, oh. And she's like, no, it's a bad thing. And I was like, oh. Well, then could you say I have self-fulfilling prophecy? Is Selena Gomez a self-fulfilling prophecy? And I said, what does that mean? I'm a self-fulfilling prophecy. And she goes, well, sometimes we expect someone to treat us poorly, so we treat them like they're going to treat us poorly until they do. You thought someone was going to cheat on you, so you treated them like they were going to cheat on you until they did cheat on you. And then you were like, see? And I was like, oh, so I'm a witch. And she's like, ooh, so close, you're a bitch. You gotta, that me, I'm like, whatever, all I heard was Gryffindor. I don't mean to shit on straight guys. You're very sweet. I've dated a lot of you, but oh my God, you are so proud of yourselves for almost nothing in a relationship. It is impressive to watch. Honestly, a straight man will put a candle in his bathroom and be like, I changed my whole life for you. And you're like, you didn't even light it, man. It kind of smells like lavender if you get down real close. I'd trade this candle for a slice of empathy, if I'm being honest with you. Have you tried to explain the concept of empathy to a tall, handsome white guy? That is a delicate conversation. You're like, okay, imagine that you're me, but I'm not. Okay. Hard to argue, touche. Imagine that you feel how I feel, but I don't. Okay. Imagine that you could feel how I feel. I never will. Okay. Imagine you're a basketball player. Okay. What else? I like this game. Fine, all right. So in this analogy, you're a basketball player. And you're a really great teammate. How about that? You love your team, you're loyal to your team, you do everything for your team. And your team is not noticing. Your team is not appreciating you for all you do, for the MVP that you are. And this week, your team forgot your birthday. Now, how does that make you feel? That sucks. Yes. Try and get a hot guy to empathize is like trying to get a woman to come. They're like, nobody move! We're so close. It's a car alarm. It's a car alarm. Stay focused, please. Work so hard. Have you guys introduced people you were dating to your parents? It's not about introducing people you love to one another, is it? No. It's about showing your partner why you're mean to them sometimes. It's about taking your sexual partner back to the scene of the crime. To say, see, the stories are true. Because you don't want your partner to like your parents. You want them to walk out of that night going, oh my God.
Your parents are just, I know. I mean, seriously, babe, how did you ever? I don't know. Kind of seems like maybe people should cut me some slack when I'm being a bitch, though, huh? Kind of seems like maybe now that we have all the information, turns out I could be a lot crazier if I wanted. But I keep a lid on it pretty good, and I deserve to stop at Target on the way home. With no time limit. And I want a cart, not a basket. You have to be careful when you introduce people to your parents, though, because your parents don't always show up as your parents, do they? Mine never did. My parents undermined me every single time I brought someone home to meet them. I did everything right. I did the huddle up in the car before we went in, like, hey, remember what I told you? Those people in there, they're not your friends. Whatever they say to you, do not take that personally. It's not about you, it's about them. Do you want to write that on your hand in case you forget? No? You can look at my tattoo if you get scared. Let's do it. And then you go inside prepared for your parents to show their true colors. And your parents float downstairs. And they're just amazing all night. They're like fun, cool, laid back. Your dad's in an open Hawaiian shirt. Just a one-man conga line, topping off drinks, saying all kinds of progressive shit you've never heard him say. You want another beer? We should golf sometime. What are your pronouns again? And you gotta get back in the car later muttering like a conspiracy theorist. Like, I was there and I know it happened and it was all right. And no one can tell me what didn't happen and I know where it is. While your boyfriend buckles up like, I don't know what you're talking about, babe. Your parents are awesome. And you're like, oh. No, they are not. I don't know who those lizard people were. But they are not the ones who broke me. And the next time you see your parents, they're all smug, like, Jason really seemed to like us. You're like, I know what you're doing. Oh, maybe your therapist wants to meet us next, get our side of the story. I cannot wait till you're in the ground. All right, well, we'd like to be cremated. I will scatter your ashes where God can't find them. I can't help it. At the beginning of a relationship with a guy, I just assume anything nice he does is a move he pulls on everybody. And I'm not gonna fall for your choreography, sir. I'm like, oh, is this your move? You open the car door for me on the date? This is like your move. This is how you do it. It's cute. Bet that works a lot. Oh, is this your move? You go with me to my grandpa's funeral, hold an umbrella over my head in the rain? This is like your move. This is how you do it. Like, oops, don't get wet. Oops, I am. Whatever. This ain't my first rodeo. I used to have 2 grandpas. Oh, is this your move? You die next to me in a hospital bed at 86 years old, holding my hand for all eternity? This is like your move? This is how you get pussy? He's like, we've been together for 60 years. I'm like, you're a fuckboy, and I know it. Don't bury me with this guy. He's been dying with other people behind my back. I can't prove it. Check his phone when he uses the bedpan. I grew up very religious, so I was encouraged to abstain from drugs and alcohol and sex and enjoyment. And being abstinent is when you wait until marriage to have sex. They used to tell us the safest sex is no sex, which is a lot like saying the safest travel is books. When I have a daughter, I'm gonna make sure she's abstinent in high school, and probably before that while we're at it, because
when I was younger and I was abstinent, I was not having sex, but I was having other things done to me. And I don't know if you know this, but other things are kind of the best part of sex for ladies. So while my friends were having sex, I was the only one having orgasms. Now, I could not believe it when I found out. When my friends are like, yeah, me and Chad have had sex, but I've never, And I'm like, you're going to hell and you didn't even finish? I'll pray for you. I'm not religious anymore. I have had some friends find religion as adults recently, which is very upsetting. If you grew up religious and you're not anymore, and your adult friends find religion, it feels like God is your shitty ex-boyfriend who's now getting it together for your friend, and you just have to watch it happen on Facebook. They're like, have you met God? He's amazing. I'm like, yeah, I grew up with God. He's a douchebag, all right? Did he tell you you were broken and you need him? That's his move. That's what he does. He says that to everybody. Don't drink what he gives you. You drink that, next thing you know, you're eating his body, the Holy Spirit's inside you. It's a whole system they have over at that frat house they call church. Who else uses Roman numerals? That joke makes it sound like I resent my religious upbringing, and I do, so I nailed it. But my parents are cool. They're very religious. That's how I was raised. I'm not super religious anymore. I still believe in God, I think because I've invested so much time into the idea. Yeah, because if there's no God, then I told the wind a lot of secrets. The real reason he and I broke up is the reason everybody breaks up. We were no longer having the amount of sex you need to have in order to ignore everything that's wrong with each other. Yeah, love is blind, lust is Helen Keller. So we weren't there anymore. And it got tough because I have a fairly high sex drive. Not crazy high, not like I'm gonna catch something at the bus station high. But if I love you, diarrhea doesn't deter me. Like, we're in that zone, It's like, yeah, your stomach hurts, push through it. I want to feel close to you. Mentally push, not physically. Don't make a mess. That joke makes me sound so much cooler than I am. I'm not that cool. I've had sex with 2 people, 4 if you're Christian. Like, I'm not a good time. I'm not. I don't like casual sex. All my friends are like, you don't know if you like it. You've never tried it. I'm like, I've also never tried cottage cheese, and I know that shit looks nasty. It's all wet and bumpy. I don't trust it, okay? I had a friend try to convince me with this argument. She goes, you have to try it, Taylor, because there is nothing as empowering as just banging some guy and leaving. I'm like, I mean, that sounds good, but I don't know. Have you ever tried to make a dude's mom love you more than him? That is power. I still talk to Sheila, so. Haven't heard from him in 8 years, but every Christmas she's like, I miss you. If I had to come up with some stuff that was like positive about me growing up religious, I'm sure I could with enough time and money. But I do have some issues with it. It gave me some serious trust issues. And it just made me weird growing up in church in ways that I am still discovering. For example, I just found out that I masturbate wrong. I will back up. Okay, so. When I was growing up in church, kids had youth group. And at youth group, they were like, don't have sex. And we were like, for sure, for sure. And then they were like, don't even masturbate. And all the girls were like, okay, we didn't even know that we could. And all the boys were like, why? And the way they explained it to us was, our youth pastor told us, he goes, it's not the physical act of masturbating that's the sin, you guys, all right? It's not even the orgasm. In fact, if you have a wet dream, thank God for the freebie and have an awesome day. But what are you thinking about while you're doing that to yourself, guys? That's what the sin is. It's the lust in your heart. It's the impure thoughts in your head. That is what the sin is. So when I got to be an adult and I wanted to masturbate, I was like, well, if I just don't think about anything, I could probably still go to heaven, right? Just like clear your mind, get in there, get it done. See you soon, Jesus, right? Touch nothing but the Lamb. So I've been doing this my entire adult life. All my friends are like, you gotta meditate. I'm like, I think I do. And I do mean my entire adult life, by the way. I did not masturbate till I was a grown woman. I was that afraid of going to hell, all right? Yeah. I had my first orgasm with my college boyfriend. Do you know how embarrassing that is to get your first orgasm from another person? That's like having a realtor show you your own house. They're like, and over here we have a second bathroom. You're like, a second bathroom? Like, you've been here for 19 years. You never went poking around on your own? You're like, I did once, but I thought Jesus would get mad. So, yeah, I don't actually own this place. I'm just renting it from the guy upstairs. And if I flood the basement, I do not get my security deposit back. So, is there anything else I should see while you're here? She's like, yeah, let me show you the doorbell. I'm like, oh, is the doorbell even important? She's like, the doorbell is the only thing that matters. Nobody comes inside without touching the doorbell. Oh, but I did touch it. You didn't use enough pressure. It didn't light up. Dating is so awkward, especially dating apps. A dating app date is not a blind date, but it is a nearsighted one, you know? The first date's easy. You get dinner, drinks, that's basic. But then they're like, this was fun. We should hang out again. What should we do? And you're like, well, shit, I'm not a person with hobbies or interests. I'm basically just a stack of frightened possums in a trench coat right now, doing an impression of someone I saw on the street 8 years ago. So then you gotta go home and get online like a loser, like Date Ideas 2023. We could bowl. You ever drive past a bowling alley? Like, at least stay open. Second dates, that's how. We could bowl or mini golf. Is laser tag a real thing? You're just doing shit church youth groups do when they're trying not to touch each other. Just lace up those bowling shoes, my man. You're either gonna commit to me or Christ tonight. Can't finger these holes, you can finger those. Pick your ball. Pick your ball. I knew I was too young to be getting married because people kept telling me that I was. I had so many people that were like, I got married at 25, don't know if I'd do that again. I'm like, aren't you guys still together? They're like, yeah. I had a woman at one of my shows yell at me from the audience. She goes, you should really wait till you're 27 to get married. I said, why 27? She goes, because that's when your frontal lobe is finished developing in your brain. That's when your brain's done, 27. Yeah, what a mean fact to yell at someone. Just like, oh, you think you're happy, Scarecrow? Why don't you wait a beat till the wizard gets you a brain? I've been drinking since noon. Make me laugh. But I Googled it, and that fact is real. And that fact is proof that God is a man, because who else would finish your boobs years before your brain? That's bullshit. You're telling me no one up in heaven's like, hey, God, are you going to finish the brain today? Because you keep putting it off and it seems important. He's like, this is important. Don't tell me how to do my job. I'm God, damn it. I'm going to make one of them bigger for like 8 years. I'm sorry if you love God. That's what he's like. My parents are still very, very religious. My dad was so religious growing up, he used to insist on praying out loud in restaurants before we ate dinner, which is fine if you're into that, but keep it short. He wouldn't do that. He would do long, drawn-out prayers full of personal details that none of us signed off on at the table, which made puberty pretty rough with your dad in public, just like, thank you, Lord, for this food. Thank you for bringing us here together. Thank you that Taylor's a woman now and is getting the help she needs in math. I'm like, can you not tell this Chipotle that I'm bleeding and can't subtract? I think God knows. It's why I don't feel bad telling jokes about my parents on stage now, because anytime they're like, do you have to air our dirty laundry in front of strangers? I'm like, hometown buffet, 1998. You told everyone within a 5-booth radius that I shat my pants the night before. I can say whatever I want.
Dad's very conservative. He still thinks gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married, which, I don't know, you ever hear older people say stuff and you're like, ooh, someone missed a software update. Like, that's not, can't just say that anymore out loud. We're in a Target. Be quiet. It's crazy. He taught show choir for 10 years, and the whole time he was like, homosexuality is a sin. And we're like, without homosexuality, you would not have a job. Those sparkly teens put food on our table. Don't bite the jazz hand that feeds you.
8 is a great time to lose a parent because you're so stupid, you barely know what's going on. When I was 8, I was like, the only people I know with dead moms are Disney princesses. So like, this sucks, but am I about to get hot? Then I hit puberty and I was like, oh no, I guess God just hates me right now. That's a bummer. That's a joke. God doesn't hate anybody, all right? Not anymore. But have you read the Old Testament? Holy shit. The Old Testament is my favorite Taylor Swift album. It is banger after banger. Just like, you don't believe in me? Snakes, look what you made me do. Anybody else religious trauma? Do we have any of that in here? Okay. I'm so sorry if you don't have any. I know I'm a broken record about it. I should shut up about it, but I keep realizing new things every year. For example, did you guys know that when you come, you're not supposed to yell, "Take that, Jesus"? Did you guys know that? I wish that was a joke, DC. I really do. I actually did get into a new relationship pretty quickly after I called off my engagement. I wasn't trying to. I really wasn't. A lot of my friends were like, you should stay single for a while. You should maybe get a cat. And I was like, hard pass. I have never left an interaction with a cat feeling better about who I was. Every cat reacts to people the way I react to seeing girls I went to middle school with in a Target. Just like, oh no! Like, that's every cat. I don't want to come home to that energy. But I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was trying to have like a fun, sexy fling, which doesn't usually go great for me because I have this round, wholesome face that people think they should build a life with. Every time I'm like, we could bone or whatever, you guys are like, no, I'm all right. But you could meet my mom. Do you want to do that? You seem like you'd be better at meeting my mom than having sex, and they are not wrong, all right? I will meet your mom all night long. Moms like me so much for no reason. I was dating a guy years ago. We were totally on the rocks having problems. And I went to lunch with his mom hoping to get some advice. And halfway through lunch, she puts her hand on my hand and goes, you know, Taylor, my son's a lot like his father. And if I could go back in time, I don't know that I'd marry his father again. And I was like, are you saving my life in this Panera Bread right now? It was like a movie when an older character sacrifices themselves for the good of the journey. Like, she Gandalf'd me. She's like, fly, you fool! She was a bad mom and a bad wife, but such a good friend. Oh my God. Hoes before sons, am I right? I think about her every day. And my boyfriend wasn't looking for a relationship either when we met. Straight dudes usually aren't, you know? Women are surprised when they find a guy who can make them come, and straight dudes are surprised when they find a girl who can make them feel genuine feelings in their heart. Like, women are like, he got me off 3 times, and guys are like, I mean, I just fucking like her, dude. Like, we talked all day. I didn't want to hit her. It was nuts. She's just like my friend? I don't know. I want to like lick her heart, I think. Straight dudes are so proud of themselves for falling in love. It's really cute. They're like, I love you. Hell yeah, buddy. I knew you could get there. Women fall in love. We're like, I love you. Fucking again, you dumb bitch. You were supposed to love you first. You keep skipping that part. It is eat, pray, then love. Oh, God, it's okay. We'll try again in a year and a half. I talked to a guy who told me on Tinder, his opening line, no matter who it was, so, do you like sunrises or sunsets? That's me choking on his dick, because that's a great line. I mean, it's poetry. That's a haiku, I think. Check my math, but that line's a Trader Joe's bag. You should reuse it. I had a guy on OkCupid send me an emoji as an opening line. Not a cute one, not like a heart or a kissy face or even an eggplant, which is gross, but I get it. He sent me one of these. You know the one you never touch because it looks like Pac-Man getting a colonoscopy? Half of you won't enjoy this joke because you don't know what I'm talking about. That's how rarely this emoji is used. And I responded, because I was like, I gotta make sure this guy doesn't hurt anybody. So I wrote back and I said, does this work for you? Do people respond because they're confused? Are you negging me? What's happening here? And he goes, well, the way a woman responds to the emoji tells me a lot about her character. And I said, all right, Detective Douche Rocket. What does my response tell you about my character? And he goes, well, it tells me you're really transparent, honesty's super important to you, and you have trouble trusting people. That emoji works. He's like, so we should get coffee or married, I don't know. He never cheated on me, but he did do this weird thing where he would let me know anytime other women hit on him. Like, he'd go out of his way to be like, oh, babe, I just want to let you know, girl at Starbucks tried to give me your number, so. And I'm like, cool. What do you want me to say to that? You want me to fist bump you? Like, nice, bro. Get it. Like, you want me to get jealous, turn into Batman? Like, where is she? Like, what? And he's like, no, I'm trying to be honest with you because I love you. That's what I'm doing. I'm being honest with you. And I'm like, no, you're not. You want me to know that you turned down the option of other people today. You want points for not cheating on me. Like I'm supposed to swoon or something. Like, oh my God, babe. You honored the most basic term of our agreement? I'm so lucky. This is like a fairy tale. Like, I never understood Taylor Swift songs before, and now I do. Like, I thank you so much. I know you have a lot of options. I turned into Southwest Airlines. I'm like, I know you have a lot of options when you fly. Thank you for choosing us. Can we get you anything else? I was so pissed. I'm like, do you have any idea how easy it would be for me to cheat on you? Do you know how many holes I have in me? I take this slice of Swiss cheese for a walk around the block. It's over for you, dude. Yeah. I don't even have to try that hard. I just gotta raise my hand in a Walmart or uncross my legs in a Denny's, and we are open for business, all right? Just like, boom, got your grand slam right here, fellas. Line it up. Mama has a point to make. I am also doing very well. I'm in love. Thank you. I tricked one. I don't know how. He's like, you're not like other girls. I'm like, not yet. My parents like him, which is crazy because my dad's super overprotective. He's got 4 daughters, so he's just like playing dick goalie. You don't have to laugh. He hates that joke too. His biggest fear was that one of us would become sexually active before we're married, and some of us have been activated. So that's... Can't take this back to Best Buy. I spilled some stuff on it. Those keys are sticky. That joke makes me sound like so much more fun than I am. I'm not a good time. Like, I've had sex with 2 people, 4 if you're Christian. Like, I'm not fun. No, I don't do casual sex. All my friends are like, you don't know if you like it. You've never tried it. I'm like, I've also never tried cottage cheese, and I know that shit looks nasty. It's all wet and bumpy. I don't trust it, okay? I had a friend try to convince me of this argument. She goes, you have to try it, Taylor. There is nothing more empowering than just like banging a guy and leaving. I'm like, yeah, there is. Have you ever made a dude's mom love you more than him? Oh, that is power. I still talk to Sheila. I was so afraid when I was younger that I would be bad at sex. Now that I'm older, it is so easy to be good at sex, you guys. All you have to do is approach it with the enthusiasm of a child, you know? Just put everything in your mouth. Yes. Yeah. Act like you're 4 and your partner's made of Legos. It is not tough. I didn't know if it was going to work out with my boyfriend when we started seeing each other because he is completely fine. He is just good. I don't mean he's perfect. Like, he was in a frat in college. He's basically a rescue. Yeah, I turned his life and his hat around. But he has no emotional baggage whatsoever, and I don't know if I like that. You know those people, they've never been through anything? He goes to bed at night, he's like, oh, good night. He's not like, oh, death. Like, he has none of that. Wakes up in the morning like, oh, it's morning. He's not like, oh, why? Like, he has none of the stuff that I'm working through. He whistles, you guys, recreationally. Just walks around whistling like everything's great. I'm like, do you know who the president is? Like, this is disrespectful and a little suspicious. He's like, I'm in a good mood. I'm like, well, just so you know, every movie I've ever seen, if there's a dude whistling, that guy's the killer, all right? I asked him on our first date, I was like, has anything terrible ever happened to you? And he thought about it for a minute. He's like, you know that face white guys make where they're like, oh, I guess it has been pretty good. Like the whole time, hot dog, thanks Jesus. Like, they're just stoked. And after a minute, he goes, honestly, no. And I was like, oh my God, because now I have to be the terrible thing that happens to him. Oh, I'm gonna do it, was gonna do it anyway. I'm crazy, all right? I wanna be the one, doesn't matter which one. There are a lot of ones you can be. You can be the one they marry, the one that got away, or the one that set their car on fire. It doesn't matter. Just remember me, all right? Positive or negative, Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame, as long as my picture's on the wall, understand? Yeah. I want to be a good thing. I want to be the reason he quits drinking. But if I'm not, I'm going to be the reason he starts. If I'm not your happy ending, I will be your turning point. Okay, I can feel some people turning on me. So I'll tell you one last thing. I didn't realize how easy my boyfriend's life has been until recently when I found out he's never had sex in a car before. Yeah, now we're back on Team Taylor. I'm like, never? He's like, no, but I'm down. I'm like, we're not brainstorming. Like, we have a home. Like, do you want to have sex in a car? He's like, I mean, sure, that sounds kind of hot. And I was like, oh, hop in, Speed Racer, let's kill a dream. Because anybody who's had car sex knows what I know, that car sex is for children or criminals. It is for people outside the law with nowhere to go. If you've never had sex in a car before, that means you've always had a place to bone. That is the epitome of privilege, and I don't care to know you. If your ribs have never been bruised by a center console, we have nothing to say to each other. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I'm not religious anymore. I have had some friends find religion as adults recently, which is very upsetting. If you grew up religious and you're not anymore, and your adult friends find religion, it feels like God is your shitty ex-boyfriend who's now getting it together for your friend, and you just have to watch it happen on Facebook. They're like, have you met God? He's amazing. I'm like, yeah, I grew up with God. He's a douchebag, all right? Did he tell you you were broken and you need him? That's his move. That's what he does. He says that to everybody. Don't drink what he gives you. You drink that, next thing you know, you're eating his body, the Holy Spirit's inside you. It's a whole system they have over at that frat house they call church. Who else uses Roman numerals? That joke makes it sound like I resent my religious upbringing, and I do, so I nailed it. But... no, honestly, if I had to come up with some stuff that was like positive about me growing up religious, I'm sure I could with enough time and money. But I do have some issues with it. It gave me some serious trust issues. And it just made me weird growing up in church in ways that I am still discovering. For example, I just found out that I masturbate wrong. I will back up. Okay, so when I was growing up in church, kids had youth group, and at youth group, they were like, don't have sex, and we were like, for sure, for sure. And then they were like, don't even masturbate, and all the girls were like, okay, we didn't even know that we could. And all the boys were like, why? And the way they explained it to us was, our youth pastor told us, he goes, it's not the physical act of masturbating that's the sin, you guys, all right? It's not even the orgasm. In fact, if you have a wet dream, thank God for the freebie and have an awesome day. But what are you thinking about while you're doing that to yourself, guys? That's what the sin is. It's the lust in your heart. It's the impure thoughts in your head. That is what the sin is. So when I got to be an adult and I wanted to masturbate, I was like, well, if I just don't think about anything, I could probably still go to heaven, right? Just like clear your mind, get in there, get it done. See you soon, Jesus, right? Touch nothing but the lamp. So I've been doing this my entire adult life. All my friends are like, you gotta meditate. I'm like, I think I do. And I do mean my entire adult life, by the way. I did not masturbate till I was a grown woman. I was that afraid of going to hell, all right? Yeah. I had my first orgasm with my college boyfriend. Do you know how embarrassing that is to get your first orgasm from another person? That's like having a realtor show you your own house. They're like, and over here we have a second bathroom. You're like, a second bathroom? Like, you've been here for 19 years. You never went poking around on your own? You're like, I did once, but I thought Jesus would get mad. So, yeah, I don't actually own this place. I'm just renting it from the guy upstairs. And if I flood the basement, I do not get my security deposit back. So, is there anything else I should see while you're here? She's like, yeah, let me show you the doorbell. I'm like, oh, is the doorbell even important? She's like, the doorbell is the only thing that matters. Nobody comes inside without touching the doorbell. got nervous. Like, this chick looks Mormon. Okay. It's fine. I know what it is. I got a real bad case of I'll raise your baby face. Just very wholesome. We're just round and white like a chore wheel with eyes. Men don't even picture me naked. They just picture me helping their mom on Easter. Not that I think I'm ugly. I think I'm pretty cute, but in an accessible way. Like when you see a shower curtain at Target and you're like, I could afford that. That is coming home with me. I got a gift card. Hey-o. Like, I'm what they call subjectively hot. Not everybody's cup of tea, but someone's gonna slurp from this hose. Know what I'm saying? Like, we are fine. With the right lighting and Bible verse on eHarmony, please, we're good. We are fine. But I've never been like a hot chick, and I have a lot of resentment towards women who have always been hot their whole lives. Like, I think they get too much handed to them. Like, I watch horror movies because they're the only place hot chicks are treated poorly. I'm like, run for your life, Jenny. You should have invited us all to the pool party. His name's not Jason, it's Karma. Run! And it's not even her fault, it's my own insecurity, because I was not cute growing up. I was a fat kid, which is so much harder than being a fat adult, because you don't have a car to eat in. You just gotta do it in the road, you know? You gotta work for it. I was an old soul, which is what adults call you when they don't want to say loser in front of your parents. Yeah. That's what that means. If you don't know if you were a loser in middle school, let me help you out. You can tell if you were based on how you react to one key phrase. That phrase is, all right, for this next exercise, we're gonna partner up. Ooh, a couple people felt it. Yeah, did your heart skip a beat and your stomach tighten? Maybe you peed a little bit? You were a loser, and I'm sorry you had to build your volcano alone. If you're sitting there like, I have no idea what you're talking about, I have beautiful, perfect Polly Pocket hair. Congratulations, prom queen. We all hate you. I've been thinking a lot about what I want and need in a partner because I travel all the time. I have a weird job where I work at night. If I want to have a family, what I need is a stay-at-home dad. The problem is, I don't want someone who, like, plans to be a stay-at-home dad. You know those guys who are like, I'd love to be a stay-at-home dad. You just, like, sit on the floor, smoke weed, eat crumbs. That guy sucks. That guy watches your water break and asks you for a ride to the hospital. The only upside to marrying that dude is he'll never leave the baby in a hot car because he doesn't have one. I need a guy with goals and drive and ambition, and I need him to give all that up to support mine. I need to find a winner and destroy him. I want to say, this is my husband. He used to do this. And I can feel some people pulling back like, oh, Taylor, he's gonna resent you. I know. I'm kind of into that. I'm super into it. Because I've dated dudes that don't make as much money as me, almost exclusively. What up? And one of them really hated it. It made him feel embarrassed and emasculated, and it was, oh, so hot. Oh my God, I'm like, come here, baby girl, we'll role play. You can be the breadwinner tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, you go right back to making pancakes in the morning. Don't get cocky just because daddy lent you some pants. I have a savings account that makes me daddy. Then I dated a guy who was super fine with the situation. He's like, so you make more money than me. Who cares? Doesn't matter to me at all. And I was like, oh. Okay. And I don't need you to be upset always. I just want that edge in our relationship. Like, I need you to choke me in bed, but kind of mean it a little. Like, I want that power struggle to keep it hot. Like, I want you to make those passive-aggressive comments at dinner parties and make all our friends drive home. Like, what was that? Are they okay? Sitting in that circle before dinner, drinking wine, just like, so how are you, Bill? He's like, oh, you know, pretty good, pretty good. Hard to sleep with all these dead dreams under my pillow. Am I laughing? I've been practicing. Anyway, I'm just gonna get another beer. Honey, do you want anything? I mean, you've already taken everything from me. I'm doing finger guns because I can't shoot you for real. And I'm like, ooh, don't worry about him, everyone. You know how they are, right before they get their allowance. Don't know why some of you seem offended. I'm the one who has to die alone. I'd like to have kids too, which is a shame because I'm so talented. And you understand. I don't know what happened. A few years ago, I was like, yeah, I'll get to kids. And now it's like every day I wake up and my brain goes, you have goals. And my body's like, I'm empty, like all the time. I saw a baby in a fedora last week, and I was like, I need to make something and put a hat on it right now. It came from somewhere inside me I didn't know existed. I felt like a young boy who'd just seen porn for the first time. Just like, what's happening to my body? I have to go home forever. I do still get annoyed with other people's kids, which I think will keep me empty a little bit longer. Like, my biggest pet peeve are those babies that wave at you from strollers. Have you seen these babies? They're strangers to you, but they wave like you owe them money or something. And it's like, hi, don't engage, it's a trap. The same thing happens every time. Hi. 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 Hi, sweetie, how are you? You know why they laugh? Because they just wasted your time. They know one word, it's not a conversation. That's a dead end. That would be like me walking up to a French person like, bonjour. They get excited, start talking to me in French, and I just go, ha ha! Then a bigger person wheels me away in a carriage. Au revoir, asshole. You thought you made a friend, baguette. I found a roommate online because that's where the winners are. Yep. Not going well. Not going well at all. We don't have anything in common. I found out she does yoga in her free time. Yeah, she came downstairs first morning like, namaste. I'm like, Mufasa, whore, we're not friends. This is over right here. She is so healthy, you guys. Like, I asked her the other day what her favorite foods were. She told me cranberries, blueberries, and almonds. Like, dude, those are ingredients. Who hurt you? She's so positive, but like annoyingly positive. Like, you know those people that just like always see the glass half full and you're like, stop it. You know those? The type of person you don't want to go traveling with because anything that goes wrong on the trip, they're like, well, this is an adventure. No, this is a flat tire in the middle of Phoenix, Becky. We hate you. This is why you weren't in the limo at prom. This right here. Yeah, I just found out that my grandma just started dating, which is disgusting. Oh, so gross. She's way too open with me about it, too. She told me she's gonna wait until marriage to, you know. And I had to explain to her, like, you know you're not a virgin, right? Like I'm your baby's baby. The gift has been given. And she goes, no, it's really hard, Taylor, because I've never had sex out of wedlock, and it's difficult to wait because I have a body, too. I'm like, never say that again. Wow. No, you don't. You're a floating head that makes me snacks. It's your job. She's dating this dude she met at Costco. I know, it sounds stupid, but like it totally makes sense, right? Because like Costco, you always leave with more than you expect. She's dating this dude, Frank, who's the worst guy. I'm trying to be cool with him. Like, I friended him on Facebook, even though he's got one of those creepy blank profiles with, like, no picture, and his interests are just, like, whiskey and flags. Like, it's weird. And he started commenting on all my posts. Like, I posted, I'm going to Hawaii to do a show, and he just wrote, stay safe, ... Are you threatening me, Frank? Are you a cyberbully now? Good for you. People do give you way too much credit if you live that long, though. Like, my great-grandma kicked it a couple years back, rest in peace, and my friend found out, and she goes, well, how old was she? And I said, well, she's 97, and my friend goes, oh, well, she lived a good life. I'm like, you didn't know that, broad. You don't know that. I think you're confusing good with long. Anybody who's been to a wedding knows that's not the same word. You gotta earn a good life. You gotta do some stuff. Like Joan of Arc lived a good life. Martin Luther King lived a good life. Great-Grandma Jean was a racist who never saw the ocean. She just lasted a while. And I ignore red flags. Like, my last boyfriend and I broke up because he used to do this really weird thing where he would tell me when other women hit on him. Like, he'd go out of his way to be like, oh, babe, I just want to let you know, girl at Starbucks gave me your number. I'm like, what do you want me to say to that, dude? Do you want me to fist bump you? Like, nice, bro. Oh, get it. Like, what? Do you want me to turn into Batman? Like, where is she? He's like, no, I love you. That's why I'm telling you this, because I want to be honest with you. I'm like, no, you're not. You're telling me this because you want me to know that you turned down the option of other people today. You want points for not cheating on me. Yeah. Like I'm supposed to swoon or something, like, oh my God, babe. You honored the most basic term of our agreement? Thank you so much. This is like a Taylor Swift song. I'm so lucky. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You guys. It takes us ladies so much longer to get ready to go out, doesn't it? Oh my God, there is so much extra stuff we have to worry about as ladies. It's like between the hair and makeup and mace and self-defense classes and therapy, it's like, oh, no wonder we're always late to everything. Gotta put on the armor of the Lord every day. No, being a woman's fun until you want to go for a walk by yourself, and then you're like, dang it, but I got all these holes. I can't just go strolling. It's drafty out there. Gotta plug those up, put a Band-Aid on it, something. I have been dating recently. It's going okay. I'm learning a lot about myself, a lot about my patterns. I don't know if you guys have heard this. They say women tend to go for men like their fathers. Yeah, so it totally makes sense why I keep going for dudes who do not want to sleep with me. Like, that is so like my dad, you know? That joke makes me sound like I'm bad at sex. I'm not, okay? I'll have you know in bed, I am a wild animal, all right? Yeah, way more afraid of you than you are of me. No, I'm very sexually conservative as a person, and nobody's really like that anymore. Like, everybody meets on apps. You talk to anyone in their 20s, like, where'd you meet? They're like, well, we met on this app. It's called Just the Nips. Hear me out. Like, it's always something horrifying. And I don't know if you guys have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. Here, put this on for me. No! You're gonna ruin it! Oh! You can't even see it! But I don't know, I'm also kind of just like a prude. Like, I don't even watch porn. Not because I'm like taking a stand against it. I just never got into it at the right age. You know, like some adults didn't read Harry Potter. It's like, you missed your letter to Hogwarts. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I have a friend, she is against porn. She's like, I hate pornography. Taylor, she calls it pornography, like a loser. And I was like, how come? And she goes, because it sets unrealistic expectations for everybody, you know? It's so unrealistic. And I was like, have you seen porn? It's like very realistic. Like, they are banging. Like, what? I think you saw Star Wars. And And she's like, no, Taylor, it's unrealistic because those women, they're not even finishing, you know? They're faking it. And I was like, yeah, it's super realistic. Isn't that what we're all doing? Fake it till you make it. Back to the bathroom to finish yourself off. Am I right? I'm joking. I've never faked it. I've never loved someone that much. That's not... I don't hand out ribbons for showing up, all right? Grab an orange slice and a Gatorade. Get back down there. Let's see some hustle, Anderson. You guys are great.